guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to start a new project today. This one's going to be the 2021 Ford Bronco First Edition from AMT. This is the version that was released last July of 2023. Looking forward to building this. It's something new for the collection, some new construction, I guess, if you want to put it that way. A modern car, to put it a different way. I'm going to be doing this blue with a brown interior. I think it's going to look really nice. So come along and follow me as we do an unboxing and then get this thing built up. Okay, we can see here that we've got the kit from AMT, typical new version of AMT boxing from the guys at Round2. You can see really nice photograph on the front of the full-size vehicle. This is a 1/25th scale kit. It does come with a decal sheet. You can see here it's got the Bronco lettering, the decals, as well as lots of other trim pieces for the dashboard, for the interior, and for the body, as well as a couple of different license plate options, and then a little AMT decal that's neat. They show this one here in the orange color. Mine is actually going to be blue, and I'm going to do a tan interior. We're going to keep the black wheels and the black top. I think that's going to look really nice. If we turn the box around this way, we can see on this side of the box some of the details on the full-size car that I hope will carry around to the model kit. You can see the 35-inch tires with bead locks, and then the details on the interior. So super excited about having something new come into the workshop for a change. On the back, as is typical with the guys from Round2, we have the parts overview here. Again, this is a curbside kit, so it doesn't have an engine, although I will point out that you do have the option, I suspect, to put one in there, or maybe they're thinking about tooling one up for the new version of this that'll come out soon, don't know. But you do have a separate hood there, along with all of the pieces for the interior. It looks like the wheel trim and the other parts and pieces throughout the kit. There is clear and smoked glass, as well as a small chrome-plated tree. You've got 5 tires for running gear, obviously, and 1 for the spare. Go ahead and open this box up and see what we've got inside. So we'll go ahead and we'll open this box up again. Box feels pretty full, so even though it's got a light number of parts in the kit, it does feel like there's quite a bit in here. We'll just go ahead and pull these pieces out one at a time and show them to you. First thing that comes out here is the hood. You can see there are some, I don't know if they're going to show up on the camera or not with the lighting down here, but there do seem to be some minor imperfections in the hood there. Hard to tell if they're going to show up. We've got all of the printing underneath. That'll be covered up when we do the priming. The next sprue to take a look at is the chrome sprue. We've got the headlights, the mirrors for the outside, and the mirror for the interior. That's all that's on the chrome sprue for this, but the chrome does look nice. I don't see any chips, and it does look like they've put the little attachments where when I cut them off, it won't show that much damage. I'm not going to open up these pieces because I'm afraid I'm going to lose them, so hopefully they show up on the camera okay. But you can see the smoked glass. It's really dark, but you've also got the option of doing the clear glass for the front of the vehicle. Got the smoked glass for the back, as well as the red for the taillights. The next set of sprues here are the interior seats. Those actually look really nice. They look like they've got a good amount of detail on them, as well as the chassis pan here. Now, there's not a lot of detail here on the bottom of the chassis pan, but I do think that's probably deliberate, most likely because that's how the real car is, although I don't have one and don't know. This is an automatic, so you can see the pedals there, as well as the grab bar that'll go inside of the car, so that looks nice. Again, nice white plastic. I'm not picking up on any real defects or any warpage or anything like that from this piece. You do have some really big injection molding marks all over this interior, which is really a little bit disappointing for being a new kit. I don't know if they're showing up, but they're along here. There's a couple in here and a few along the back. There's 4 or 6 of them along the back. That's an awful lot of injection pin marks, which is you know, I don't know, maybe they'll be covered up when I paint it, who knows. But they're going to take a little bit of preparation to get those cleaned up. Here's the wheels for the Bronco. These, again, as you can see, they're molded in white, so they'll need to be painted and detailed, obviously, before they can go on the kit. So again, just like in the picture here, they'll go in black with silver detailing. On this sprue, we've got the gas tank, the muffler, some engine under hood pieces for the transaxle case, as well as the overhead console for inside the vehicle. And this sprue has our interior door cards here. The detail looks pretty nice on these. It's kind of nicely engraved. You've got some different textures for the different parts. Those should really pop with some different shades of tan and brown. We've also got the fender flares as well as some other exterior pieces to go along the kit. So again, some nice decent detailing so far. Okay, up here we've got the front end, which has got some really nice detailing as well to the grille here. That's going to really pop with some detailing paint. We've got a skid plate over on this side, front and rear bumpers, and the front bumper guard piece here. So a lot of this is going to get detailed with a nice flat black. Over here we've got our dash and some interior pieces, as well as the single piece rear end, some brake hubs, as well as the exhaust pipes, and then sort of the steering wheel pieces as well. So shock absorbers also. So a lot of this looks like it'll do well with some detail painting. Okay, now here we've got the undercarriage pan, I guess you want to call this. This will attach to the chassis, and here's, if this is showing up on the camera, you can see the detailing that's in here on this. So that would explain why that chassis is so sparsely detailed. This looks like it might be the back door interior card. We've got part of the roll cage or the upper frame, whatever it's called, on the Bronco. And again, another one-piece, single-piece front end. I'm not sure what I think about that. I'll have to do some reference searching around to see how accurate that is. I'm just going to flip this over so we can see the steering wheel upright as well in there. And that looks pretty nice. Not super detailed, but it'll open up with some nice detailing painting. And the last sprue in the kit has our chassis, which of course is the basic ladder frame truck type chassis. We've got the front end suspension. We've got the front suspension parts here, as well as some additional seat parts for, I guess, the rear of the vehicle. And again, turn these over, you can see the detailing on here. The engraving is really nice. The front seats have the Bronco logo. We'll find out in a minute if there's a decal for that, but that should be nice all the same. And again, it looks like we've got a molded transmission piece here to go underneath, so that'll be nice. There'll be at least a little bit of engine detail, even though it is a curbside kit and there's not full engine detail. There's at least a little bit of detail. So we've got our 5 tires, as seems to be typical with AMT. They are plain black wall tires. There's no trim or any indication of any branding on these tires. Like I've said before, I guess getting the licensing from BF Goodrich or Firestone or whoever it is that does the tires on the Broncos must be more expensive. And here we have the body. So this is where the good stuff starts. So this is the 2-door First Edition Bronco body. We can see, if I put it down here, you can see it doesn't appear to be warped. I always find them afterwards, so I'm going to try and take a quick look to see if I see any mold lines. As is always the case, they're not jumping out at me. There may be a few right here on the corners, but for the most part, The plastic here looks pretty free of any mold lines. There does appear to be a little blemish here in the door, but that looks like it's just in the plastic, or it feels like it's just in the plastic. So that shouldn't be an issue once I get this into paint and primer. You can see it's got the built-in sort of roll cage here, and I showed you the part in the previous sprue that goes over this. The roll cage does have a really nice Bronco engraving on it. Hopefully that'll come through in the camera as well. We have nice fat chunky door handles that are molded in, so there's no relief under there. It's just a single piece, I guess is what you want to call it. But otherwise, this looks like a pretty nice body. And to top the body off, of course, we have the hardtop. And again, this is all molded in the white. It looks like there might be a slight flaw there that a little bit of sanding wouldn't do a whole lot of damage to. It would definitely clean it up. Not seeing a whole lot of mold lines, so if they're there, they're very, very minor, and I'm not picking them up. And of course, the rear cover goes on just like that, and it fits really nicely. You can see, I'll turn this around a little bit, you can see how that just kind of sits right up on top of there. That won't even need to be glued in place. That can sit right on there, and if I want to show off the interior, I can take it off and show off the interior. So that's really nice. I do like that. And then last but not least, well, not last but not least, but the next part I want to show you is the front window. And this is bagged separately from the rest of the clear glass. But look at what they did. They already pre-masked and painted off the trim around the window. So that's super slick, and that's going to make life a whole heck of a lot easier when it comes down to painting this. You know, for us old guys that can't draw a straight line with a ruler, having this done already, that's definitely a thumbs up. We'll go ahead and take a second and take a quick peek at the decal sheet. You can see a lot of the things that they've got on this decal sheet. They've got some different color Bronco logos, white, orange, and red, along with the additional smaller Bronco logos, which I guess, don't really know what they're for. I'll have to look at the book. There are Bronco decals. I'm going to assume these are for the seats as well as for the side of the vehicle as well. You got a couple of different options, it looks like, for the dashboard, as well as some other smaller Bronco logos for the interior. These pieces are for the sides and the backs if you want to do the kit like they show it here, with the trim going down the side. So that'll be kind of nice. And then we have these, which I don't really know what those are, but we'll go ahead and figure that out. And a large bucking Bronco here for the rear tire cover. And finally, last but not least, we have the instruction books. So we can see this is not quite as beefy as the instruction books from Revell of Germany, but you can see they are the line drawings. They do look pretty comprehensive. There's a lot going on in here. Check this out. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-piece console. That'll take some really nice detailing. And then, of course, we've got the dashboard here. So really nice. Go through all of the different, assembly instructions from front to finish. And then we've got a decal direction here, so telling us where to put all of these decals. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on this. Hopefully you've enjoyed this unboxing video and you'll follow me as I continue to build this kit up. Be sure to subscribe, be sure to like the video, and be sure to hit the notification button so that you can get notification of other content as I post it, as I continue through this build. So thanks for coming, and thanks for visiting, and have a great one.